Hello and welcome to Cinema Clips. Grey's Anatomy isn't just about dramatic surgeries and love triangles, it's also a show that dives into deep and meaningful issues. Over the years, it has addressed everything from gun violence and PTSD to Alzheimer's and healthcare challenges, sparking important conversations in the process. In this video, we're looking at 8 powerful moments where Grey's Anatomy tackled real-life issues that left a lasting impact. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join us for more amazing content. Let's get started. Starting off at number 8, we have gun violence. Some parts of Grey's Anatomy might feel like they repeat over time, but the early seasons had so many powerful moments that kept fans hooked. One of the most intense stories was when the show tackled gun violence in season 6. In this season, Gary Clark comes to the hospital angry and heartbroken after losing his wife. He ends up hurting and killing several people.
Shepard?
I don't know.
Can you tell me where his office is? I'm kind of turned around here.
Sir, I have a patient having seizures in there. Go find a nurse and ask them.
Ma'am.
Look, you're not even supposed to be back here. I'm not a tour guide, I'm a surgeon, okay?
Before taking his own life. This episode was super intense and reminded everyone of how serious and tragic gun violence can be, especially since things like this happen in real life too. It was a tough but important story to tell. At number 7, we have domestic abuse. It was a jaw-dropping moment when viewers discovered that Jo had been hiding a dark secret. She was married and had changed her name to escape her abusive husband, Paul. This revelation added a whole new layer to her character and made it clear that Jo had been carrying a heavy burden since joining Grey Sloan Memorial. This storyline was one of the times Grey's Anatomy fearlessly tackled a real and difficult issue: domestic abuse.
Torture, you are hell. You walk around and you ruin lives and no one ever stops you. They just believe you. Because why? Because you're pretty? Because you're sweet? Your looks will fade one day, Brooke. Your looks will fade and you'll be left with the truth. You point fingers at everyone else around you, but you're the monster.
Jo's story showed how complex and scary situations like this can be. She lived in constant fear that Paul would find her, and it explained why she kept such tight walls around her personal life. It also opened the eyes of her colleagues, who began to understand just how much pain and trauma she had been silently enduring all along. And at number 6, we have PTSD. Owen Hunt isn't a perfect friend, and that's partly because he has so much trauma that he brings around with him. Owen choked Christina in season 5 while they were in bed together.
Everything okay?
Christina! Owen!
And this storyline allowed the show to talk about PTSD. Grey's Anatomy handled this in a realistic manner, as Owen hadn't told Christina about his night terrors and she really had no clue what he was dealing with all the time. Many people struggle in silence and don't talk about their deepest fears with people who are close to them.
See? It's okay. You're asleep. It's okay. Okay? It's okay. It's okay.
At number 5, we have the COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic was a big part of Grey's Anatomy in season 17, and it showed how hard life was for doctors during such a scary and tough time. The show made it feel very real, showing the struggles, sadness, and bravery of the characters at Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital. One of the biggest storylines was Meredith Grey getting COVID-19.
I think you should just release me with supplemental oxygen so I can go quarantine in a hotel. Let's give the room to someone who really needs it. According to the tracker, we're almost at capacity.
Hey!
Meredith, oh my God!
Hey!
Meredith? Hey!
Hey!
Meredith.
Hey! Okay.
Meredith?
Turn her over. 1, 2, 3.
She got really sick and spent a lot of time unconscious, having dreamlike moments where she saw loved ones who had died, like Derek Shepard and George O'Malley. These scenes were emotional and showed how strong Meredith really is. For the other characters, the pandemic was just as hard. Owen Hunt and Teddy Altman worked in the COVID ICU, dealing with endless patients and feeling totally exhausted. Miranda Bailey had to manage the entire hospital while also dealing with personal heartbreak when her mom died from the virus. It was a reminder of how the pandemic didn't just affect patients, it also hurt families. Coming off at number 4, we have Alzheimer's. With a sad family background and many personal tragedies, Meredith Grey had so many tough days on the popular hospital drama. In the second season, it became clear that Ellis's Alzheimer's became worse, and it was really difficult for Meredith to handle.
Yang, the patient's name.
What the hell are you doing here? Haven't I told you? How many times have I told you not to bother me when I'm at work?
Ellis Gray.
Meredith's mother.
You're amateurs! You're amateurs!
especially since she didn't have a good relationship with her mother. This is a tragic health condition that so many families live with, and Grey's did a good job of showing how it affects everyone involved. At number 3, we have OCD. In the 10th season, fans learned that Miranda Bailey had OCD, and this is another deep issue that the show tackled. Her symptoms first started after she was determined to be the source of a MRSA outbreak.
She's our patient. She should know.
Leah checked all the charts. She was only on 2 of the patients that got the infection. She never touched the 3rd one.
Was that supposed to reassure me? A woman just died.
It couldn't have been Leah. The only doctor who touched all 3 patients was you.
Though she was cleared of any wrongdoing as the infection was spread due to gloves with microscopic tears in them. It was difficult for Bailey to talk about what was going on with her and ask for help. When Bailey's compulsive counting and pulling on her fingers started to interfere with her performing her job, an occupational therapist named Dr. Alma came in to work with her. With Dr. Alma's help, she accepted that she needed antidepressants to help keep her compulsions under control. This topic was treated well, as the first step is always naming the condition and figuring out a plan to cope and feel better. Even if fans don't struggle with OCD, they could likely relate to Bailey here, as everyone has tough moments in life. And at number 2, we have abortion. Christina and Owen disagreed about having kids, and from the moment she began working at the hospital, it was clear that Christina wasn't going to start a family. In season 8, Christina had an abortion.
It won't knock you out, but it'll calm you down. Okay. I want to ask you one more time. Are you absolutely sure this is what you want to do?
And since the pro-life/pro-choice debate is such a big one that isn't going away anytime soon, this was a very big deal, and the episode was very powerful. Finally, at number 1, we have sexual assault. In season 15, Jo helped a woman admitted to the hospital who had been sexually assaulted. She learned that Abby's husband physically and sexually hurt her, and while Abby wished to have surgery and forget about what had happened, Jo said that putting this event on the record was important. This episode mirrored the difficult decisions that victims of sexual assault have to make as they weigh whether they want to report it or press charges. Thanks for joining me on this journey through some of the most impactful moments in Grey's Anatomy. The show isn't just about surgeries and drama. It's about tackling real-life issues and showing how they affect people in profound ways. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe to Cinema Clips for more deep dives into your favorite shows and characters. Let me know in the comments which issue from Grey's Anatomy resonated with you the most. See you next time.